Want to know how to make a woman think about you all day without even touching her? By using the right words, you can spark instant attraction and turn her on with subtle flirting. I'm going to share 6 powerful flirting lines that will build chemistry fast and ignite her interest. Let's talk about the art of flirting, because yes, it is an art. But the beauty of it is that, unlike other art forms, anyone can learn it. You don't have to be born with some mysterious charm, and you don't have to look like a model to be great at it. The secret to turning women on with your words lies in subtlety, playfulness, and, most importantly, confidence. Today, we're diving deep into 6 incredibly effective flirting lines that not only create instant attraction, but also make a woman feel excited, intrigued, and even a little flustered, without you having to be too direct. These lines work magic when you know how to deliver them right, and I'm going to show you exactly how. Starting with flirting line number 1, flip the script. This technique works wonders because it instantly puts the ball in her court and makes her feel like she's the one doing the chasing. You see, women are used to men pursuing them, which can get a little predictable and boring. But when you flip the script, you're taking her by surprise. You're making her feel like you've seen right through her innocent facade, and she's the one trying to win you over. Let's say she gives you a compliment, something simple like, "I like your shirt." Instead of just thanking her, turn it around. Look her in the eye and with a little smirk say something like, "Look at you, trying to flirt with me already. So adorable." This line works on so many levels. First, it makes her laugh and puts her at ease because it's playful. But it also subtly introduces the idea that there's already some flirtation happening between the two of you, even if it wasn't there a moment ago. You've planted that seed, and now she's thinking about it. And here's the kicker, it makes her feel like she's the one chasing you. She'll deny it, of course, but deep down, she'll love the idea that you've noticed her flirting, whether it was intentional or not. This technique of flipping the script isn't just fun. It's a powerful way to set the tone for the rest of the interaction. You're showing her that you're confident, that you're not afraid to challenge her a little bit, and most importantly, that you're not like every other guy who's going to fall at her feet just because she paid you a compliment. You've raised the stakes, and now she's intrigued. But the game doesn't stop there. Once you've got her attention with that playful challenge, it's time to move to flirting line number 2. Purposeful misinterpretation. Now this one takes things to a whole new level of cheeky because it's all about turning something innocent that she says into something a little more flirty without being crude or inappropriate. The key here is to make her feel like she's the one with the dirty mind, even if she's not. Imagine this, you're in the middle of a conversation and she says something completely harmless like, "I love ice cream." Here's where the fun begins. You pause for a moment, give her a mischievous look, and say something like, "Oh, I see where this is going." You're trying to suggest something a little more indulgent, aren't you? Now, she's probably going to laugh and maybe even blush because you've taken something as innocent as ice cream and given it a playful twist. You've brought a subtle hint of flirtation into the conversation without being overly sexual, and that's key. What's brilliant about purposeful misinterpretation is that it keeps the conversation light, fun, and flirty without crossing any lines. You're not saying anything inappropriate, but you're hinting at something more, which gets her thinking about the possibility of a deeper connection. It's about teasing her with the idea that there's more going on beneath the surface of your conversation. And let's face it, people love being teased in a playful, harmless way. It keeps things exciting and makes her want to stick around to see what you're going to say next. Now, once you've used those first 2 lines to establish some playful banter, it's time to up the ante a little bit with flirting line number 3, bold compliments. Compliments are a classic part of flirting, but the way you deliver them makes all the difference. You can't just say something generic like "you're beautiful" and expect her to swoon. She's heard that 1,000 times before. What you want to do instead is give her a compliment that feels personal, unique, and a little unexpected. For example, if she's wearing a stunning outfit, instead of saying, "You look nice," try something like, "That dress is dangerous. Black is definitely your color." It's sexy in the most understated way. With this line, you're doing two things. First, you're complimenting her appearance in a way that's more specific and thoughtful than just saying you look good. You're acknowledging her style and how it affects you, which is something she'll definitely notice. But second, and more importantly, you're subtly introducing the idea of attraction. You're saying that what she's wearing is sexy, but you're not being crude or making her feel uncomfortable. You're simply stating your opinion in a way that feels confident and respectful. Women love compliments that feel genuine and specific because it shows that you're paying attention to the details. And when you make her feel special and noticed, you're building a deeper connection. Compliments like these don't just make her feel good, they make her feel attractive to you. And that's a powerful thing. At this point, you've probably built up quite a bit of sexual tension, even if it's all been subtle and under the radar. So, it's the perfect time to introduce flirting line number 4, conveying your attraction. This is where you start to let her know that she's having an effect on you, but you do it in a way that keeps things playful and lighthearted. Let's say you're sitting close to each other and there's been some teasing and banter back and forth. You could look at her and say, "You're gonna get me into trouble if you keep teasing me like that. I'm trying to behave, but you're making it really difficult." With this line, you're not explicitly saying that you're turned on or attracted to her, but you're hinting at it in a way that feels fun and light. You're letting her know that you're feeling the chemistry between you, but you're not coming on too strong. What's great about this kind of line is that it puts the ball back in her court. If she's into you, she'll probably respond with more teasing, and the tension will keep building. If she's not feeling it, she can brush it off easily, and then there's no harm done. But more often than not, women will respond positively to this kind of playful confession because it shows that you're confident enough to admit your attraction without being overbearing. You're letting her know that you're interested, but you're also leaving some room for mystery, which keeps her intrigued. Now, as the conversation continues and you're both feeling more comfortable, it's time to introduce flirting line number 5, sexual questions. This is where things can get a little more intimate. But again, the key is to keep it subtle. You don't want to jump straight into asking her about her deepest desires. You want to ease into it with questions that feel playful and light. For example, you could ask, "How do you feel about public displays of affection? Are you the type to steal a kiss in the middle of a crowded street, or do you prefer to keep things private?" This kind of question is great because it introduces the idea of intimacy without being too forward. You're not asking her anything too personal, but you're getting her to think about physical affection and what that might look like between the two of you. It's a subtle way of planting the idea of intimacy in her mind without making her feel uncomfortable. As she responds, you can gauge her comfort level and adjust your questions accordingly. If she's open and playful with her answers, you can push things a little further. Maybe ask, "Have you ever done something a little adventurous, like skinny dipping at night?" Questions like these are fun and light, but they also introduce the idea of shared experiences that are a little more intimate, which can help build that sexual tension between you. Finally, we've reached flirting line number 6, the gentle challenge. This one is all about keeping her on her toes and making her feel like she has to earn your attention a little bit. Women love a man who is confident and knows his worth, and by gently challenging her, you're showing her that you're not just going to fall into her lap. For example, if she's teasing you or playing hard to get, you could say something like, "You're cute, but I'm still not sure you're my type. You're going to have to do better than that." This line works because it's playful and flirty, but it also sends the message that you're not desperate for her approval. You're confident enough to make her feel like she needs to work a little bit to win you over, and that's incredibly attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who are self-assured and a little bit of a challenge, because it makes the flirting feel more exciting. When you deliver this line with a playful tone, you're not being mean or dismissive. You're simply creating a little bit of tension that makes her want to keep engaging with you. She'll likely respond with more teasing or try to prove that she's worth your attention. which only deepens the connection between you. So, there you have it, 6 powerful flirting lines that will not only help you turn a woman on with your words, but also build a genuine connection that feels fun, exciting, and full of chemistry. These lines work because they're subtle, playful, and confident, 3 key elements to successful flirting. When you use them the right way, you'll find that women respond positively and are more drawn to you, not just because of what you say, but because of the energy and confidence you bring to the interaction. The secret to great flirting isn't about being explicit or over the top. It's about knowing how to create tension and excitement through playful conversation. When you can master that, you'll find that building attraction with women becomes almost effortless.